Sohbet company is planning to sell one of its office building and invest the money from the sale in the new warehouses facilities. Today's date is 1st April. Sohbet company expect the sale of production facilities to be completed and 54 million receipt on 1st August. The receipt will be need to invest till 1st December. The date when the purchase of warehouse is to be completed. What they said? Amount to be received, invested till 1st December. So this is investment time. Investment time. The central bank rate is currently 4.5%, but has been very volatile. Prediction suggests that the central bank base rate could fall as low as 3.8% by 1st August. Yes. So they have to hedge against the fall in interest rate because they are going to invest over there. Normally, the past paper questions so far they has been about the borrowing, not the investing, right? So Sohbet company can currently invest funds at central bank base rate less 30 basis points. When the investment was discussed at the last board meeting, the directors indicated that they would like to achieve at least 4% annual return on the funds invested. But the hedging method chosen should have limited range of possible outcomes to make cash flow forecasting more predictable. Now, so they want at least 4%, currently 4.5%, but may fall by this. So the hedging traded futures or option to hedge. Yes. So prices are quoted at 100 minus annual yield, June, September, and December. Next. The next point is then the options they have given. The terms offered on derivatives are based on central bank base rate. It can be assumed the future and option are settled at the end of each month. Basis can be assumed to diminish to zero at contract maturity. Okay, at contract maturity. Now, so based on monthly time, okay, right. So it can be assumed that there is no basis risk and no margin requirement. Since the last board meeting, the finance secretary has received a query from another director whether over the counter should be considered. Now, very easy. We need to calculate the outcome of future hedge and options on interest rate future. Very easy. Let us solve it. So I will solve this question. I have not solved it here yet, but I will be doing it for you people. So what is the amount to be hedged? Amount to be hedged. That is 54 million. Investment. This is investment. What is duration of investment? Can you count month? August, September, October, November. 4 months. 4 months. 4 months. So futures, so they are going to invest on investment date, transaction date, or investment date. What is it? 1st August. 1st August. Now tell me which futures are relevant, June, September, or December? You tell me. Which one? Tell me. Which one? September future, because they are expiring immediately after the transaction date. Yes. So they need to buy future or sell future. Remember, if you have to invest money, you need to buy future initially. So buy September futures now. Number of contracts. What is the price? 96.04. 96.04. So number of contracts. This divided by contract size, that is 500,000. 500,000 contract size into standard duration of the contract is 3 months. We need it for 4 months is our duration. 4 divided by 3. Standard duration is 3 months. So number of contracts are here. Now, so current spot, what is the current yield rate? 4.5%. 4.5% is equal to 100 minus 4.5. What is the basis? The formula for basis is spot minus future. Spot minus future. What is unexpired basis? What is unexpired basis? Unexpired basis is calculated how? I normally ask my student who avoid confusion, what is the date today? Because today you are going to buy 1st April. Transaction date and settlement date of future. Transaction date is 1st August. Settlement date is 30th September. So now, the point is total duration, first of all. How much it is? April, May, June, July, August, September. 6 months. 6 months, right? Total. Then what is this duration from transaction date till settlement date? What is this duration? August and September 2. So 2 by 6. Remaining basis, unexpired basis. This is unexpired basis. Now, central bank rate on transaction date falls to 3.8%. They say that we need to calculate the outcome. What will be the outcome? So what is the closing future? So yes, spot rate on that date, 100 minus 3.8. Spot rate. So closing future rate. How to calculate? I asked them to use the same formula. We need future now. Simple. Just see here. We have unexpired basis, that is minus 0.18. Just see, for your understanding, I'm explaining like this. See, I could have solved it quickly. Spot minus future. Sorry. Now we will rearrange, future will come other side and it will be solved. What is it? 96.2. Okay. It will happen like this. So 96.2, this is negative. It will come other side, it will be added to it. So spot minus basis. So future is equal to, let us leave it another way. So future is equal to spot minus basis. Now simply future we need. So spot minus unexpired basis. Now focus everyone. So future market transaction. What will happen in the future market? Initially we said buy future. What is the price? At this price. Then we said sell future at this price. There is gain on future. Gain on future. Now, just see here, everyone. So total gain equal to this percentage. This percentage into number of contracts. First of all, contract size. First of all, contract size into number of contracts. We calculated above. Here, what is duration? 4 by 12. Oh, sorry, 3 by 12, because it is 3 months contract. 3 by 12. Because contracts we are taking 3 by 12. Total gain on futures Here we are. I repeat, how? This percentage into contract size into number of contracts into 3. Why 3 by 12? Because each contract is 3 months. 3 by 12. Now, actual market. So actual market interest. What is the amount? This amount. This amount into the interest has become 3.8% minus, they say they can borrow at central base rate less 30 basis point. So 3.8% is base rate now at right now actual market minus 0.3% into 4 by 12, 4 months duration. They will be getting this interest from the actual market. Total amount. This is the rate less minus 0.3% into 4 by 12 duration. So net return, this plus this. Okay, so effective return, total return is here divided by investment. This is for the 4 months into 12 by 4. So 3.84%. 3.84%. Now, so this is effective return under futures. Now, options. That is another way. That is another way. Student has asked, should not we go with the ticks? That is another way. We can calculate through that as well. Let me show you. So this is 30. This is 34 ticks. Right? Value per tick. 500,000 into 0.01% into 3 by 12. Value per tick. So this is gain 34 ticks. Now total gain, that is equal to 34 ticks into value per tick into number of contracts. It is almost same, you can see. Okay? It is almost same. 12.5. Yes, 12.5. Okay, sorry. Yes. So it is same. You're right. It is same. Thank you for the correction. Okay? So same. Both ways are acceptable. To calculate gain in this way or in this way, where you take simply percentage and multiply like this. Both are acceptable by examiner. Both methods are valid. Okay? Now, options. Thank you for making me explain it. I'm happy. Okay? So every student gets benefit of it. Now they have to invest. Which options? Call option. They have to receive interest. I normally tell my students, you have to pay interest. If invest, pay interest. Put option. P for pay, P for put. Here they have to receive. So receive the call. Okay. So put option cross. So September put option. So they have to invest so they need to buy September put options. This one 0.193 premium. Exercise price is only 196. Very easy. So now, so first of all, number of contracts. Contract size is same. Number of contracts will be same as calculated above, as contract size is same. Simple. 144. Sorry. What I'm saying, call option. You are right. Okay, they have buy September call. You are right. Mistake. September call. So now, central bank rate falls to 3.8%. Okay. Now, what is the closing future price? This is calculated above. Closing future price. Closing future price. And now, right now, what is their exercise price? That is 96. Now here I ask my student, we need to decide exercise or not. Now here you need to convert them. 100 minus this through exercise. They are going to get more gain. So if you exercise, they are going to get 4. Otherwise 3.62. Yes. So what is gain? .38. Again, in the text, you can total gain. Total gain on options. 0.38% into 500,000 contract size into 3 by 12 into 144. Number of contracts. Gain on options. Next, actual market interest received. That is same as calculated in the case above. That is same as calculated above. Actual market interest received. This one. Because market rate is same. But here option premium we need to pay. That is 0.193%. 0.193% into contract size into number of contracts into 3 by 12. Option premium. It is a negative payment. So net receipt. So effective return. This divided by total amount into 12 by 4. 3.69%. So now the next part of the question is, so calculation is done. Very easy. Discuss why traded options should be recommended to hedge or whether they should very good question. A student question is a basic question. It is, remember, basically the topic name you are confusing. Why? This is some basic concept. The basic concept is when we are studying currency risk, okay, we study currency futures, currency options, right? And we compare with the actual market rates. That's correct. Now we are studying interest rate risk. Here, interest rate futures, but options on interest rate future. It is not interest rate option. It is option on interest rate future. Something different than that. Not the same. That's why we compare here the exercise price with closing future price. Got it? Is that clear? This is difference. No, ask the question. Open the mic. I'm ready to hear. What is the confusion? Yes, please.
Hello, good evening, everyone.
Yes.
Yes, my confusion is concluded in that what is the exercise price? But generally speaking, what's the exercise price of the option? What do you mean by it?
You tell me, what do you understand? Right.
Actually, I don't understand. That's why I'm asking.
Exercise price
I know the
at which,
structure, how it needs to be solved,
no,
okay, but I don't understand the logic behind
no,
it.
what is exercise price? At which you can purchase, at which you can do
Okay.
transaction under the
Okay.
contract.
Yes. Okay. Then, why we link it to the future price? So,
So I leave that thing before behind now. Now listen to me, what I'm saying. Okay, I
okay.
explained everything, but actually you are stuck with your thoughts. You didn't listen
Mhm.
me carefully. Listen now,
Okay.
once again. Listen again. Topics names are different. You are confusing it with currency options. Okay, but currency, in the currency option, we compare exercise price with actual market price. We do
Yes.
that.
Yes. That's what we do.
But this is not currency interest rate options. See, what is the name? The name is not interest rate option. It is option on interest rate future. Got it? It
So,
is
with
option. So
exercise
that's why.
future.
That's why we compare exercise price with future price, which is closing future. That's why. Because it is option on interest rate future. It is not interest rate option. Is that clear now?
Yes. So it's not simple option. It's just
Yeah, it is not simple option.
yeah.
This is
Yeah.
simple option on currency. Okay, actual rate, spot rate, and you compare with that exercise price. That's it. But here
Okay.
it is option on interest rate future.
That's
Now
why.
you could. That's why. And you know,
Yeah.
collar, cap, floor, and collar. That is the next topic, which is derived from options. And again, interest rate future is over there.
So that's why
Okay.
in this
Yes.
context, there is no relation of option exercise price with the market price. I mean
With
interest
the
rate.
market price. No, but
Yeah, no
future
relation.
price is yes, it has to be compared with future price at that date. That's why we are taking closing future. Okay.
Yeah, clear. Thank you.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Now, now the next is discuss whether traded futures or options should be recommended to, and whether they should consider some alternative option. So they want actually 4% return, and we see we have calculated neither of the option is giving 4% return. First of all, futures, come here. How many marks it bears? We have to consider the marks, 5 marks. So what? So for the first of all, we will write here futures. Insert. Just a minute, please. Yes. So first of all, futures. So futures are not giving 4%. They are giving how much? 3.8%. And even for the future involved basis risk. This even 3.8% is not predictable, certain, because basis risk is involved. Even actual result may be less than this. So 4% is not achievable under futures. You write here. Then what is options? Because 5 marks only, right? Option is producing even worse rate outcome, because it is protecting, it is giving the option of lapse as well. So hence there is option premium huge amount, which is 34,740, and which is decreasing the total amount in return. Okay, so again, this is 3.69%. Again, this is not meeting the targets. We explained the reason as well. What is the other choices? So other choices, the requirement. Other choices. Which one is not available? So the other choice is FRA, forward rate agreement. Yes. So that they may be possible to lock the rate with any bank at 4% minimum, or over the counter some interest rate swaps. For the better outcome, may be possible. But here, in the case of FRA and swap, that will be certain amount to be received. But here, out of these two options, future is giving the better result. That's it. Is there any rocket science to discuss it? 5 marks, 5 points, 1, 2, 3, 4, and final conclusion. Enough. 5 marks. Now, the next part of the question is compare and explain the relative advantage of using over the counter. Advantage of both over the counter, advantage of over the counter, and traded option. So now this is easier for this transaction. What is the benefit? So first of all, you will write here the next part, C part, advantages of OTC options. How many marks? 5 marks it bears. 5 marks? Yes. And advantages of traded options. Now, generic advantages which can be linked here, but you must need to mention Sohbet company. For example, in the over-the-counter options, OTC. So the size of contract, duration can be negotiated by the Sohbet company. Exactly. Dates can be matched. Okay. Longer term options other than are possible. Longer term. If Sohbet company form, you have not to write incomplete sentences. You have to write complete sentences. I'm writing just points. Okay. Now, what are the advantages of traded option? Now, so many advantages. So, traded options have transparent pricing. Transparent. Can be resold in the market. Resold. So, Sohbet company will be sure and secure in these contracts, as no party will be defaulted on contract. So 3 and 2, 5 points done. Discussion complete sentences. Never write bullet points. Never write, note down this, never write incomplete sentences. Is that clear to everyone? Okay. So tomorrow I will have a session with you people. You can send me suggestion. What should I discuss tomorrow? I have something in my mind.